Welcome to today's episode where we explore the life of Solomon, the wisest king in the Bible, known for his immense wisdom, incredible wealth, and impressive accomplishments. Solomon's story is both inspiring and cautionary. Let's dive into his fascinating journey. Solomon's story begins in the book of 1 Kings chapter 1 through to chapter 11 and is mentioned throughout the books of the Bible. He was the son of King David and Bathsheba. He was chosen by God to succeed David as king of Israel. But what made Solomon stand out among all of the kings in Israel? After King David's death, Solomon ascended to the throne. Early in his reign, he had a pivotal encounter with God. In a dream at Gibeon, God said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." Imagine being given that kind of opportunity. Solomon's response defined his reign. Instead of asking for wealth, power, or a very long life, Solomon asked for wisdom to govern the people. He prayed, "Give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong." God was so pleased with Solomon's request that he not only granted him wisdom, but also blessed him with riches and honor. One day, two women came before Solomon seeking justice. Both were mothers. They lived in the same house and they had both recently given birth to baby boys. But tragedy struck when one child died during their night. The first woman claimed that the other had accidentally smothered her own child in her sleep. She accused her of swapping the dead baby with the living one while she slept. But the second woman insisted that the living baby was hers. "No," she cried, and then the argument kept going on and on. King Solomon listened carefully to their claims. How could he determine the real mother? There was no witness, there was no evidence, and both women were adamant. It was a moment that called for extraordinary wisdom. Here, the wisdom that God gave to Solomon became very evident. King Solomon shouted, "Bring me a sword." Everybody went silent. The guards obeyed and brought the sword. King Solomon continued, "Cut the child into two. Give one half to one woman and the other half to the other." The first woman, filled with anguish, cried out, "No, my lord, give her the living baby. Please don't kill him." But the second woman coldly said, "Neither do I care if you have him. Cut him in two." Now Solomon lowered his sword, because indeed he has found out the real mother of the living baby. So he said to the guard, "Do not kill the child. Give him to the first woman. She is the mother." Indeed, God has given Solomon wisdom to administer justice. But beyond his wisdom, King Solomon is also celebrated for building the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. This magnificent structure was a central place of worship for the Israelites and a symbol of their covenant with God. Under King Solomon's rule, Israel experienced a time of unprecedented prosperity. He expanded trade routes, formed alliance with neighboring nations, and overtook massive building projects. His wealth and accomplishments made him renowned far beyond Israel, attracting leaders like the Queen of Sheba to witness his greatness. The Queen of Sheba traveled to test Solomon's wisdom with difficult questions. Amazed by his answers and overwhelmed by the splendor of his kingdom, she praised God, saying, "Praise be to the Lord your God, who had delighted in you and placed you on the throne of Israel." But Solomon's story isn't without its flaws. Despite his wisdom, he disobeyed God's command. He married foreign wives who led him to worship other gods, violating God's commandment to remain faithful. As Solomon grew old, his wife turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God. In the later years of King Solomon's life, he was beginning to reflect on his years, as captured in the book of Ecclesiastes, where he writes, "Vanity upon vanity, all is vanity." This word shows his awareness of how far he had strayed and his struggle to find purpose outside of God. King Solomon's story is both a testament to the blessings of obedience and the dangers of compromise. His life reminds us that wisdom, wealth, and success means little without a heart that is fully devoted to God. What do you think we can learn from the story of King Solomon? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more biblical insights. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.